Come thy ways, Senor Fabian.
Nay, I'll come. If I miss a scruple of this sport, let me be boiled alive with melancholy.
Wouldst thou not be glad to have the niggardly rascal sheep-biter come by some notable shame?
I would exult, man. You know, he brought me out of favor with my lady about a bear baiting here.
To anger him, we'll have the bear again, and we will fool him black and blue, shall we not, Sir Andrew?
And we do not. It is pity of our lives.
Here comes the little villain.
Yeah, how now, my medal of India?
Get ye all three into the box tree. Malvolio's coming down this walk. He has been yonder by the sun practicing behavior all this half hour, to his own shadow this half hour. Observe him for the love of mockery, for I know this letter will make a complete contemplative idiot out of him. Close in the name of jesting. Lie there, thou. For here comes the trout that must be caught with tickling.
But fortune. All is fortune. Maria once told me she did affect me, and I have heard herself come thus near that, should she fancy, it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What should I think on?
Here's an overweening rogue. Oh, peace. Contemplation makes a rare turkey cocktail. How he jets under his advanced plumes.
Slice. I could so beat the road.
Peace, I say.
Should be Count Malvolio.
Ah, rogue.
Pistol. Pistol.
Peace, peace.
There is example for it. The lady of the Strachey married the Yeoman of the Wardrobe.
Spy on him, Jezebel.
Oh, peace. That was deep breathing. Look how imagination grows.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my estate,
All for a stone bone to hit him in the eye.
calling my officers about me, in my branded velvet gown, having come from a daybed where I have left Olivia sleeping,
Fire and brimstone. Oh, peace.
and then to have the humor of state, and after a demure travel of regard, telling them I know my place, as I would they should do theirs, too, for my kinsman Toby.
Bolts and shackles.
Oh, peace, peace, peace. Now,
7 of my people, with an obedient start, make out for him. I frown the while, and perchance wind up a watch, or play with some jewel. Toby approaches, curtsies there to me.
Shall this fellow live?
will our silence be drawn from us with cause? Yet peace.
I extend my hand to him thus, quenching my familiar smile with an austere regard of control.
And does not Toby take you a blow of the lips then?
Saying, Cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast on me your niece, give me this prerogative of speech.
What?
You must amend your drunkenness.
Out, scab!
Nay, patience, or we break the sinews of our heart.
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight.
I won't.
One Sir Andrew.
I knew 'twas, for many do call me fool.
What employment have we here?
Now is the woodcock near the Jew.
Oh, peace, in the spirit of humorous intimate, reading aloud to him.
By my life, this is my lady's hand, thus be her very C's, her U's and her T's, and thus makes she her great P's. It is in contempt of question her hand.
Her C's, her U, her T. Why that?
To the unknown beloved, this, and my good wishes, her very phrases, by your leave wax, soft, and the impressure of her lecreche, with which she uses to seal, 'tis my lady. To whom should this be?
This wins mother-in-law.
Jove knows I love. But who? Lips do not move. No man must know. No man must know. What follows? The number altered? No man must know. If this should be the Malvolio,
Marry, hang thee, Brock.
I may command where I adore, but silence like a Lucrece knight. With bloodless stroke my heart doth gore. M-O-A-I doth sway my life.
Who stand here?
Excellent wench, say I.
M-O-A-I doth sway my life. Nay, but first, let me see. Let me see.
What dish of poison has she dressed in?
And with what wings Daniel checks at it.
I may command where I adore. Why, she may command me. I serve her. She is my lady. Why, this is evident to any formal capacity. There is no obstruction in this. And the end, what should that alphabetical position portend? If I could make that resemble something in me, softly, M-O-A-I.
Oh, I make up that. He is now at a cold scent.
Souter will cry upon for all this, so it be as rings of twice.
M. Malvolio. M. Why, that begins my name.
Did not I say he would work it out? The cur is excellent in facts.
M. But then there is no consonancy in the sequel that suffers under probation. A should follow, but O does.
And O shall end, I hope.
Aye, or I'll cudgel him and make him cry, oh.
And then I comes by.
Aye, and you and I behind you might see more detraction at your heels than fortunes before you.
M-O-A-I. This simulation is not as the former, and yet, to crush this a little, it would bow to me, for every one of these letters are in my name. Soft! Here follows prose. If this fall into thy hand, revolve. In my stars I am above thee, but not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Thy fates open their hands, let thy blood and spirit embrace them, and to inure thyself to what thou art like to be. Cast thy humble slow, and appear fresh. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants. Let thy tongue tang arguments of state. Put thyself into the trick of singularity. She thus advises thee that sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings, and wished to see them ever cross-guarded. I say, remember, go too, thou art made, if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still, the fellow of servants, and not worthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell, she that would alter services with thee, the fortunate unhappy, daylight and campaign discovers not more. This is open. I will be proud. I will be politic authors. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will wash off gross acquaintance. I will be point devise the very man. I do not now fool myself to let imagine jade me, for every reason excites to this, that my lady loves me. She did commend my yellow stockings of late. She did praise my late being cross-guarded, and this, she manifests herself to my love, and with a kind of injunction drives me to these habits of her liking. I thank my stars I am happy. I will be strange, stout, in yellow stockings, and cross-guarded, even with the swiftness of putting on. Jove and my stars be praised, here is yet a postscript. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertainest my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well. Therefore, in my presence still smile. Dear my sweet, I prithee. Jove, I thank thee, I will smile. I will do everything that thou wilt have me.
I will not give my part of this sport for all the pension of thousands of gibbons.
I could marry this wench for this device.
So could I too.
And ask no other dowry with her but such another jest.
Ah, here comes my noble dog-catcher.
Wilt thou set thy foot on my neck?
Or am I either?
Shall I play my freedom at trade trip and become thy bond slave?
I jest, I faith, or I either.
Why, thou hast put him in such a dream that when the image of it leaves him, he must run mad.
Nay, but say true, did it work upon him?
Like aqua vitae with a midwife.
If you'll see then the fruits of the sport, mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings. 'Tis a color she abhors. And cross-guarded, a fashion she detests. And he will smile upon her, which will now be so unsuitable to her disposition, being addicted to a melancholy as she is, that it cannot but turn him into a notable contempt. If you will see it, follow me.
To the gates of Tartar, thou most excellent devil of wit.
I'll make one too.